Welcome back, everybody. Arkansas Razorbacks Dynasty in NCAA 25, and we are going to finish out season number 1 here today. So a disappointing loss last week to Missouri knocks us back to 19, but we're going to finish it out here, get into the bowl game against UTSA, the Roadrunners in the Gator Bowl. But we got 10 points here to spend with our coach. So let's go into recruiting. The question is, where do you want to put it? And I'm thinking blocking is where we're going to go. Continue to work on that offensive line, do the advanced look, give us a bonus to recruiting offensive linemen to give us the extra points there. That would be good. We'll continue to work on that one. Obviously, have us at the slowest setting, so it is going to take a while to continue to build that up. That is for sure. You can see Brandon Elling, we are number 1 on his board. Georgia right there, Alabama, McPherson, who hopefully will be our new kicker next year because we're going to need a kicker. And Marcellus Swaim right now with the lead over Florida and Central Florida, where Nate Workman decided to go to South Carolina. So we will not be getting the center there. He is completely gone. Let's take a look. We got Clemson, NC State, Ohio State, Michigan meeting up again in the Big Ten Championship. You got Georgia, Auburn, the SEC, Middle Tennessee State, and Liberty trying to make that college football playoff as well. So we go through committed, and we got Ryan Gilliam, the right tackle, 4-star from Greenwood, Indiana. He commits, so that is good to see. Abreu, we're number 2, sitting behind. Folkerts, I'm hoping we get him. Right now, number 2. Fumagalli, we're number 1. So let's continue to sim through. And Jalen Milroe is going to win the Heisman this year. 25 touchdowns through the air. I'd like to see his numbers running, but nearly 3,000 yards passing. Probably has decent amount of rushing as well. Danico Slaughter is going to win the Defensive Player of the Year. Definitely deserved so. 5 picks. Total tackles. I think he was actually over 100 total tackles. Landon Jackson actually wins the Best Defensive Award. 5 sacks, 21 tackles for loss. In my opinion, he didn't have as much impact as maybe Eric Gregory, but Defensive Back Award is going to go to Danico Slaughter. And let's go through the rest of the awards. The Player of the Year, Stribling out of Oklahoma State's going to win that one. Greg Land from Liberty. They're probably going to be in the college football playoff for sure. Wins Best Coach. Defensive Player, we saw Danico Slaughter. There's Gregory at 3. Switzer actually was number 2 for defensive back. Donovan Edwards, your best running back. Ollie Gordon right behind him. Receiver, Air Stribling. Lombardi Award, we were right behind Mason Graham from Michigan. Gregory was right there. Cameron Rising is going to win your Johnny Unitas Award. Your best defensive end, yeah, we won that one. Interior lineman, Ratledge. Best tight end, we were 3rd. Delp from Georgia. The Broyles Award winner there. Linebacker, Lardon Barton. Best center. It's all the top schools. There's no doubt about that one. Yeah, Georgia, South Carolina, all your SEC schools is absolutely crazy that wins the awards. But here is the college football playoff. Looks like Ohio State beat Michigan. So Michigan beats Ohio State in the regular season. Ohio State beats them in the Big Ten Championship, but puts them at the 3. So you got Clemson, Georgia, Ohio State, Oklahoma State. That is crazy. So that is your top 4. We're going to sim through it quickly. We'll see what happens there. We have some offers from Arizona State and James Madison. I'm not going to entertain that offers. We're sticking at Arkansas for right now. Who knows what happens in this dynasty? It could be, we'll see. We could not stick with Arkansas maybe 4 or 5 years down the road. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So taking a look at this class right now, we still going to have some work to do in the offseason because we have guys that are probably going to be close to commit, like Ramsey, Abreu, Cologne. Ramsey, we've jumped up there. Hopefully we can bring him in. The gem free safety, which secondary is another need for sure. I think it's going to probably be our weakest point next year. We need secondary for sure, trying to continue to secure up that offensive line as well. But right now, you're just looking at signing day. You really can't do much. We're just taking a look at them. Yeah, Melton, another 4-star free safety. If we really, this is one of our main targets here. If we can beat out LSU, that would be huge. Allen, same thing. So we have some 4-star recruits still on the board we're number 1 at. So hopefully we can get the job done. But today, UTSA, the Roadrunners, are 7-5 this season. We got the Gator Bowl. So, I said it last time. I wasn't sure if some of our guys were going to play. Landon Jackson, he is not here today. He will not be playing in this game at all. He has decided to sit this one out. Obviously, his NFL stock. He's not going to risk injury. He will not be in this game today. Eric Gregory is the same. He is not in this one. So we missing a couple of big-time players on our defensive end, but that's kind of going to prepare ourselves for next year because they're not going to be here at all. They're going to be gone. So, how does our defense react? You know, the disappointing loss to Missouri. How do you always fare in these kind of bowl games? That's the real question for some of these schools. But you know what? We want to get a bowl victory under our belt, so let's get this one going. The offense will start with the ball first. And here we go. Talon Green probably will return next year. Redshirt junior, so he'll probably come back for next year. I don't think he'll be heading towards the draft. And that is, I was about to say, not a really good way to start. He gets out of one sack, keeps going forward, and he's going to pick up a huge gain up to the 44-yard line when it looked like we were dead to rights. Here comes a big blitz, and we're going to fight underneath. Satania with the grab. Man, I think he is probably going to be our number one receiver next year with Armstrong leaving after this year, so he could be in store for a huge year next year. We'll see how the offense turns out. Well, we are down to the 17. Green to throw. Back to the end zone. There is Satania with the grab and a touchdown. So right down the field we go. Get the score. So we're in this game. You kind of do see it some bowl games, you know. The lesser, you would say lesser with quotes, school, pops up. And they're ready to play. And sometimes you get, a school like us in the SEC that didn't have maybe where we wanted to go. A little bit disappointed. And you just don't show up for the bowl game. But here we go. As that is a great start for these Roadrunners. And that is a big run right up the middle where we're missing a big-time player. And there you go. First down, Robert Henry with the carry. Go back to Henry again. Good comeback. Breaks off a tackle. And picks up around 9. 2 carries, 37 yards. They're going to continue this pace of hurrying this one up. Third down and 1. See if they go to that run again. They will. Henry in the backfield. Has some room. Henry getting blocks down the field. Nobody in front of him, and he's gone for the touchdown. Well, that was quick. That was a quick answer. Roadrunners tie this game up instantly, and right now I can already see our run defense is nowhere to be found. I really hope this is not how it's going to look next year. Man, okay, that was awful. Linebackers nowhere to be found. 7 apiece. So already we're seeing this could be an interesting bowl game. We'll see. Will either defense make any stops? And here's your first opportunity. 3rd and 12. They're bringing some heat again, and it's going to work out. Coming through for the sack. And there you go. Now, can we stop this team? Couldn't stop it on 3 runs. I'd go right back to Henry. This time a play action, though. They are going to go right back to him, but coming down, making a nice stop. That's a loss of 3. I believe this is Owen McCown at quarterback. This is what Josh McCown's son is, like the NFL quarterback, so that's kind of cool. 2nd and 13. They're just going back to the run, and he will pick up what he lost, and this is going to get to a 3rd down and 10. I would say definitely not a running situation, but it looks like they're setting up a screen. They have a blocker, and he's just going to outrun the linebacker. Well, doesn't matter if you have blockers when you can outrun anybody, and that is a 1st down. So Robert Henry right now is this UTSA offense. Just go right back to, what? Wow. I couldn't quite see who that was, but that was one of the worst, maybe the most poor tackling attempts I've ever seen. Not even close. Ridiculous. That was a crazy. Did he spin like 360 there to make that throw? That was insane. That was very strange. All right, 3rd down and 7. He's going to keep it himself, and there's nobody over there. What is happening to our defense? We just haven't shown up here today. Okay. It didn't show up in the first half against Missouri. We're not showing up in this first half here against the Roadrunners, and Robert Henry's in for his 2nd touchdown, and that's going to give him the lead, 14-7. So right now, we're going to have to make some real defensive adjustments, kind of step it up, get something rolling, because they're just going to run all over us. Did not really see this one coming. Wow. Okay. As Talon Green will keep this one. He'll try to get to the edge. Beats one. Jukes off another defender. And he's up to the 42-yard line. 1st down. We got the Binion in the backfield. He's got plenty of running room. Cuts it around the edge. He has a 1st down. So maybe we just got to show our strength. Show the offensive line strength. Run the ball. beat them. This is where kind of you get the separation between schools is your offense and defensive lines. Those lines can be the real difference. As right now we are having running room for days as Jaquindon Jackson with another good carry picks up around 9. This will be his final game here today. And actually, this is a reason why I chose Arkansas as, the Dynasty team. There are so many key seniors leaving, guys exiting, and it's really going to have to rebuild back, and you're playing in this SEC. It's going to be tough, but that is a perfect throw back the end zone to Easter for a touchdown. Nice throw from Talon Green, and, I've been talking about building the offensive line and running the ball. But if you go in the green with next year, I believe he'll be a senior. The receivers we possibly could have coming back, the tight ends. Does Luke Haas stay? We'll see. If he does, I don't know. We could be more of a passing type offense. That's a good possibility. As we stop Robert Henry, but he has 10 carries for 106 yards. So he has already 100 yards on the ground. But a good stop there. 2nd and 9. They're just going to go right back to the well, and they're getting some really good blocks. And Henry's off to the races. Can anybody catch him? Breaks off one tackle. Finally brought down. But, man, 152 already. He is on pace to run for like 400 yards against us. This is crazy. I mean, we still have a full pretty much second quarter. McCown fires, almost picked off. Man, we could have taken that one. So 3rd and 10. We're going to bring heat. They got to perfectly play. Screen set up. And this is actually Kavorian Barnes with it is not Henry, but they're going to go for it on 4th and 1. Now Henry back in the backfield. He has it, and he breaks through for the touchdown. Hudson Clark can't bring him down. And there you go. 3rd touchdown for, I was going to say Derrick Henry, the way he's running this today. Robert Henry with the touchdown, and man, it is 21-14. Still have no answers. So we're just going to have to match him. Green's going to step up in the pocket, and Green will have enough there on the scramble for the 1st down. 2nd and 4, looking down the field. Firing, that's a difficult I don't know what we're looking for. Probably could have just went underneath, and that's going to be picked off. Ken Robinson with the interception. In reality, that was just a bad decision. Why I threw that, I have no idea. Could have just went underneath, got the 1st down, looking for a big-time play. And, yeah, the way our defense is playing, it's putting a little pressure on the offense. Finally, there's 3 defenders finally there to make a stop. 3rd and 4. Wouldn't be surprised if they just give the ball to Henry, or the screen game has been working out perfectly for him. This time we bring a full blitz, and we will bring him down right away. Sack. Brad Spence there for the stop. Okay, finally, our defense steps up, makes some adjustments, gets a 3 and out. So let's see if the offense can make some adjustments. And it doesn't look good right there. That is Brandon Brown, I believe, with the sack. And now a 3rd and 15, just like that. But we have a wide open Jordan Anthony over the middle. 1st down, big time completion. Here is a player, Jordan Anthony, that same thing. That's what I'm talking about. Maybe more of a passing offense next year, because he is going to have much bigger of a role. He could be a focal point, really put him in the slot, the speed he has. I mean, he could be absolutely brutal next year. But DeBinion around the edge using that speed. And he's got a 1st down. He'll probably be the top running back, I would believe, next year. So he'll have more opportunity to show the skill he has. Just a 3-man rush, leaves the tight end open. Easter for the grab, and that is going to be a 1st down to the 2-yard line. Hand this to DeBinion, but he's absolutely stuffed. Joe Evans there for the stop. Now 2nd down and goal. We've wasted pretty much the rest of this 1st half. So if we can get this score here, which we will do with Jaquindon Jackson, who puts it in, and possibly with the extra point, tie this ball game up to go into halftime. Now, 35 seconds, all 3 timeouts for UTSA. The way their offense has been moving the ball, who knows? Here we go. Yeah, they might have time. They're going to, that was just, wow. We disrupted that screenplay, but he slips through the middle, somehow makes the play, and yeah, they have plenty of time, 2 timeouts left. Outside, that is going to be caught. But you know what? We'll take that. It was a short gain. They have to utilize that second timeout, wasting some clock. 21 seconds left. McCown, trouble, fires, but has a wide open receiver down the field. And a first down. And now they're in field goal range. Still like a sack here, though. They've utilized all their timeouts. Oh, that could be deadly. That's going to do it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow. I am really surprised they tried that with 11 seconds. They could have probably just kicked the field goal with no timeouts left, and they don't get anything out of it. So the time management, not good, and we'll take advantage. So instead of a 24-21 deficit going into half, we're all tied up at 21 apiece. Yeah, the rushing game for each team has been outstanding so far. UTSA and Robert Henry's been a lot better, but hopefully we have made some adjustments. Look for the run. Stop it. That's not good. That's not good at all. DeCorian Clark down the sidelines, and he's all the way down to around the 13. Just like that first play of this second half. Wow. McCown looking at 1st and 10. Wide open receiver. Touchdown. I was going to say, who else but it's not Robert Henry. It's going to be Barnes out of the backfield. Touchdown, and UTSA just goes 2 plays. 2 plays out of the half. Are you kidding me? This defense right now, I'm so used to playing really good defense. It's kind of like the thing I love. I love playing defense, and this is frustrating right now. It is very frustrating against a team that I believe we have a lot more talent than, but it's just not happening. That is a perfect throw to Isaac Tesla. Man, what a throw on the run. Finding Tesla. Had 3 touchdowns against Missouri. Had a great game. Just ended up short because of the field goal. Rolling out. We haven't got underneath, but let's just run this one. Maybe get a block, but we will not get a block. But we'll get a first down. We'll get the first. Trying to re-answer here, this UTSA team. As we're going to go up, lob it up for Tesla, and that is caught in the back of the end zone for a touchdown. 1-on-1, try it out. He goes up and gets it. Just perfect arc on that ball. And we're all tied up once again, 28 apiece. So the question is, I mean, who's going to stop who? Yeah, this is like perfect placement. I mean, the defender's there. He even reaches his arm up, just can't get it. That was a really nice throw. You can tell already, I definitely love the throwing mechanics in this game. It's just a lot better. It just feels a lot more realistic. Ball placement. You know, some DBs will not be able to get to certain passes. The way you can place the ball in there. I don't know. This is, to me, I'm seeing some throws already in this game from either team that just seems way better. 1st and 10. They love the screens today, but we're all over this one. I don't think so. Danico Slaughter playing his final game as well. Make sure that doesn't happen. 3rd and 6. McCown, plenty of time. Just nobody open down the field, and that's going to run out of time, and it'll fall incomplete. So we get another stop. Let's keep that momentum rolling here. 1st and 10. Green, look out. Firing down the field. Has a man. Caught. First down. Finding time, staying, make sure you're behind the line of scrimmage to be able to make that throw down the field. Big time play. Just a 3-man rush as Green will step up in the pocket. This time slides down. I mean, I do believe they run a 3-3-5 off defense. But they're not really, that's the multiple times I've seen them just rush 3. As Jackson with a good run, first down. 2nd and 6 now from the 8-yard line. Green looking, trying to find something, and he's going to squeeze it in between defenders for the touchdown to Satania. That is what I'm talking about. A throw like that. This is, to me, that's what I'm saying. The throwing mechanics, the way it is, in reality, if you throw that in any other, I would say, previous, obviously, NCAA has been around for a decade, but in Madden games, if you make that throw even last year before, I think that DB instantly picks that off. But it's just impossible in reality. I mean, unless you're diving and trying to knock it out of the air. That was a fantastic throw, and we have the lead, but for how long? Are you kidding me? Touchdown. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah. Well, we didn't have the lead for very long. What, like 10 seconds? And UTSA, one slant, see you later, touchdown. Okay, well, this is a wild game. 35 apiece right now. As well, that is a great move, utilizing your blocks, as he'll pick up the first down on that screen pass. This game's, I mean, first one to 60? I don't know how it's going to be. Look out, here comes some pressure. Green's going to get away from it, but utilizes his speed down the field. Not only picks up the first down, but much more. Still a full quarter to go. So a minute left in this quarter. Jackson up the middle, 3rd and 2, and he's not going to get it. Probably should have cut back the other way, but we're going to go for it here. 4th down and 1. And we hand off to Dubinion. He has the first down easily, then cuts around the edge, and he's going to have more. Dubinion down the sidelines, and he's going to get down to around the 2. Rashad Dubinion having a fantastic game, as that'll probably move us into the 4th quarter. And here we go, 35 apiece. First play of this first quarter, 1st and goal to Binion, and he breaks off a tackle, and he's in for the touchdown. We will regain the lead once again, 42-35. This is a wild, wild Gator Bowl right now. Tell you what, if you're turning on your TV, I don't know when this would be, maybe prior to, is this actually thinking about this? So yeah, this is played on January 2nd, actually. So you're New Year's Day, day after, you're waking up, possibly watching this game maybe at a noon time, and you're seeing one half of a game here today. McCown looking down the field on 3rd and 8, just throws it away before he takes the sack, and that will be a nice stop. Collins there with the pressure, and now is our opportunity. The offense has a chance as Dubini gets around the edge and makes, whoa, man. Can we see a replay of that? Can we see a replay? Oh, man, I want to see a replay of that. Man, I should have replayed that one in there. The guy just fell over. That was ridiculous. 3rd and 13. Nobody really open there in the 3-man rush. A lot of guys in coverage, incomplete, but its opinion just made that guy look like an absolute fool out there. 3rd and 13. We're going to step up, get a nice block there, and that will be a first down. Green 76 yards. Look how many guys we have on fire. It's like the whole entire offense. It's crazy. Green. A perfect throw, catch, first down. I mean, this whole offense right now is just doing whatever we want to do. Look at that speed around the edge, and he has another first down. What a game today. 16 for 139 for Dubinion. Let's just, well, not this time. That is a big man coming through. It's going to make a stop. 3rd and 14. I don't want to leave this up to a field goal. We are awful at field goals. And gets away from one. Somehow he gets out of that one. We're looking down the field, and he drops it. Oh, jeez. This is going to set up a 45-yard field goal. Kick is up, and it is good. We finally make a field goal. It seems like it's just hit or miss, 50-50, but we drilled the field goal. 10-point lead with 5:55 left in this game. And here is Henry, who really hasn't been seen really since the 2nd quarter. They gave him a little bit of a break. He's only got a few carries since and really hasn't done much. We've slowed it down. Looking down the field, it's going to be caught. Could be another big play, and it is. And he has 4 catches for 130 and a touchdown. Trying to get this back to a 1-possession game. McCown fires underneath. That is Henry out of the backfield. And this will be a 3rd down and 3. I mean, our defense has played a lot better since, I would say that big touchdown that tied it up. Ever since then, we've been a lot better, a lot more disciplined. I know that one big play is what happened there. That was crazy. And they're going to try a field goal here from about 55 yards. The kick is up, and it is good. These guys are just drilling these kicks out of nowhere. And it's back to a 7-point game, 45-38. 4 minutes left in this game. Oh, that's a dangerous throw. Had Satania, but it's going to be picked off. Man, is that Denver Harris with the interception? That was just a bad throw from Green. He had plenty of, you got to lead him. You got to lead him a lot more. And he just completely underthrew that ball. And UTSA now has a chance, but we bring some pressure, and that's going to be a sack. 3rd and 18, but obviously 4 down territory for sure. We're bringing some heat again, and we bring him down again. Another sack. Slaughter, I believe, with the initial hit, and now a 4th and 26. Let's bring some heat, back him up. He's going to flow down the field. This one's going to be knocked away. Incomplete. So with 1:55 left, 1 first down should just about do it. Hand the ball off. Nice block to Binion. Is going to be stopped, but hey, we'll take it. 6 yards. They'll utilize their first timeout. 2nd and 4. Back to the run. And just a tad short. 2nd timeout. So this will do it right here. This will be your ball game here on 3rd down if we get this first. And we're not going to get it. So you kick a field goal here? Put it within 10? No. Let's go for it and win this game. And we're not going to do it. They get the stop on 4th down. I love the reaction. That was kind of cool to see. How they all celebrated the 4th down stop. But UTSA still has some life. They throw this one up, and that's a big-time grab. Are you kidding me? Willie McCoy with the grab. And just like that, UTSA is at the 33-yard line. McCown looking. Fires underneath the Henry. I mean, they have plenty of time now after that first play. 1:15 and rolling. I know they don't have any timeouts, but yeah, you got where you're at on the field. You can kind of take your time a little bit here. 3rd and 7. And a big-time sack. Was that Spence? Big, I believe that's his 2nd of the game. And it's going to come down here to a 4th down and 11. Could be your ball game if we can get a stop here. McCown looking. Fires to the outside, and it's caught, and a 1st down. Man, what a throw. The game continues. McCown firing. That's just going to be thrown away. Fires incomplete. Lives for another down. 3rd down and 10. 34 seconds left. What a bowl game this has been here today. McCown firing, and it's going to be incomplete. He had it in his hands, and he can't hang on after the hit, and it comes down to another 4th down. 4th down and 10. McCown outside, knocked away, incomplete. And the defense gets the stop, and that will be your ball game. We will survive and win the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl 45-38. Man, this was... I wasn't sure how this was going to play out. If we were going to blow them out. If we were just going to not show up. But I didn't expect this to be a back and forth, absolute, slugfest, just over like 1,000 yards of offense. Absolutely insanity. Wow. Yeah, McCown, 353 yards, 2 touchdowns. Henry, who we did shut down after the 2nd quarter, he had 163 on the ground, but he had like 150 some in the 2nd quarter and 3 touchdowns. So we really completely shut them down. 2 receivers over 100. Man, that was crazy. Crazy game. Talon Green, 16-24, 272, 4 touchdowns. Did have the 2 picks. But Rashad Dubinion, 21 for 144. Had the touchdown. I mean, Talon Green had 12 for 75. Jaquindon Jackson, 12 for 40 and a touchdown. So, yeah, we just decided at one point, let's just run the ball. And it was working. It worked out for sure. Shamar Easter with a touchdown. So was that his first touchdown of the season? Possibly. Danico Slaughter, but we really ramped up the pressure in that second half. It's like, forget this. Let's just bring some heat. We're going to try our best. I mean, we let up some big plays, which is going to happen when you bring the house, but we tried our best, and we got the stops we needed. Brad Spence is going to win your SEC Defensive Player of the Week, and that's a bowl win under a belt. So let's take a look at the college football bracket here. The Final Four is Clemson, Utah, Ohio State, and Liberty. Liberty has beaten Michigan and Oklahoma State. Liberty is in the Final Four. That is crazy. Looks like Alabama beat Penn State. Ohio State beat Alabama. Georgia lost to Utah. Wow. And now the championship is Liberty and Ohio State. Liberty beats Clemson 31-28. Ohio State beats Utah 38-20. You have Ohio State at 14-1. Liberty, the number 12 seed, is 15-1. They are competing for the national championship. This is crazy. Absolutely insane. Let's spend some more points though. Secondary. I mean, we got to upgrade it, right? We're going to have to upgrade it for sure. So we'll do secondary. Continue to try to get that elite recruiter status. Let's see. Oh, there it was. I think I just saw it. Let's go down here. And it looks like your national champion for this year is going to be Ohio State. They win 41-24, but what a season for Liberty. Liberty makes it all the way to the national championship with some crazy games. They beat the defending champs, Michigan, but Ohio State, only loss of the season is to Michigan, but they ended up beating them, obviously, in the Big Ten championship, and they win the national championship. So Ohio State is on top once again. So let's take a look at the final stats. 28 touchdowns for Green. Really good passing season, I would say. The picks just have to come down. Jackson leads with 679 yards rushing, 11 touchdowns. Luke Haas, 900 yards receiving. The question is, will he come back? I don't know. I really don't know. Obviously, Satani will. Armstrong will be gone. He had 6 touchdowns and 726 yards. Tesla will be gone as well. Jordan Anthony will definitely step up into that role. Led us in most average yards per catch was 17.3. Tyrone Broden will be gone. Ty Washington probably will return. I mean, we could have some if Haas comes back. Depending on how Washington steps up, we could have a pretty crazy tight end duo. Didico Slaughter with 116 total tackles leads us. He also leads us tackles for loss with 30. He had 30 tackles for loss. It's crazy. 8.5 sacks for Junkaja is going to lead us. Spence with 6.5, so he ended up with 6.5. He'll be back next year as a junior. Gregory with 5.5, Jackson with 5.5, Collins with 2.5, who was a true freshman, so he'll get more playing time next year. He'll probably be definitely a starter with Jackson gone, no doubt about it. Picks, Danico Slaughter with 5, Jaheim Singletary with 3, bunch of guys there with 1. Secondary is going to be the real issue. I think defensive line, depending if we can get full carts to come here to commit, that would be a huge get. That would help out our defensive front. But defensive front's going to be an issue, and I think possibly secondary for sure. The defense is going to be super young. It's super young. We have a bunch of sophomores coming next year. You know, it's going to be young. So we'll see how the defense stacks up next year. But a huge bowl win. We're ready to head into the offseason. But thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.